All I hear is talking, I don't sweat that. If they don't trust me either, I respect that. But she be down the ride, though I bet that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is JH. How y'all doing, Postal family? Is everybody good? Is everybody cool? Everybody clean? Are you crisp? Are you feeling irie today? Let's talk. Hey, I just wanted to thank those that have reached out behind the scenes. My young king, he's home. Appreciate you. For the ones that did what they did for him, I appreciate you. You know who you are. Thank you very much. But that's the other guy talking. JH is about to bring some because that's kind of what I do. I kind of do that. That's kind of my thing. This is my tone's a little bit different. This is a human me. Because I still got a lot of things on my head, my mind. So things may not come out the way I want it to be. But that's just me. I'm a postal worker. It's a person on your YouTube, but this is just a postal worker. All right. I was talking to somebody this morning, and it was one of the carriers that I used to deliver mail to their station. He knows who he is, so just know this video is because of his one statement. His one statement, and this statement was, "Hey man, I'm here for driver improvement training. Not because I really did anything wrong, but I was driving from a cluster box to another cluster box in a neighborhood. I had my lap belt on and I didn't have my shoulder belt on, and district just happened to be at my station." Follow me for this story because it's weird, but he got to the point. And I said, well, what does that mean? He said, well, district was there, and they saw me, so they told me I had to come in here for training. Cool. We don't really, that's a little bit extreme. That's more of a coaching thing, but I guess that the supervisors or managers there had to appease to district being at the station, right? Cool. So, again, we get into the story. So he said, yeah, they've been there for a while, because you ever notice that, I've been there for 12, 13 years or whatever, and the supervisors are changing. Every time a different supervisor comes in, things change a little bit. And, I've been there and I've been through so many supervisors. Everyone wants to put their own little twist on it or spin on it. I said, okay, yeah, I get it. And he said, well, we usually, and again, I'm not a carrier, so I may say these incorrectly. It's the human side of me. I'm not reading Chat GPT. They send them out in the morning. I guess the carriers have to case their mail. I may be saying it wrong, so don't kill me. Case their mail. They do their things. They go and they go out. And if the clerks are not done yet, they have to come back. A lot of y'all know what I'm talking about. They send them out, and when the clerks are done, they tell them to come back and get the rest of the mail. So the situation happened that morning, and the supervisor at the time told them, hey, go out and come back so that you can pick up the rest of your mail. Now, this station probably has about, I'm going to guess, maybe about 70 people. They cover about 4 different zip codes, 4 or 5. And the district had a meeting with their management and said, no, we don't want them to go out and come back. They need to stay here and wait for the mail. I'm about to drop something on y'all that you don't know. Some of you don't know it. And they need to be on waiting time. What? It's a function on your scanner. Some people know and some don't. It's function 733. There's a button on your scanner that nobody wants to talk about. It's function 733. And I'm going to tell you why some stations don't want that anymore. Because it seems like management is scared to say the name, but that right there is bold, clear, USPS intended. And yet the supervisors are out here like, Oh yeah, we don't use that anymore. See, one of my buddies in the chat, I don't want to get nobody in trouble. He said, yeah, well, I said I was going to be on waiting time, and they told us we don't use that function anymore. And he's like, he's been there for a while. I said, well, why not? So then why is it still sitting in the scanner like an unpaid bill? You see me? That doesn't make sense. If you don't use the function anymore, why is it still in the scanner? They update the scanner every time you plug it up. I'm about to drop it. See, this is the kind of gaslighting that they try to run on the new hires. They don't tell these people that there's a thing called waiting time. What happens is if all of the people in the station are now waiting for their mail, what does that cause? It causes a domino effect. Y'all are supposed to be in and out in 8 hours. Oh, you can't. They're paying y'all to sit still, do nothing. If everything is done, you're doing nothing, right? Because I guess when whatever the little spurs have to go when they put them together, he was trying to explain it to me. I'm like, I don't know. He said they didn't even want them to pull down. I still don't know what that term means. Somebody gonna explain it. Until the clerks were done. What does that force them to do? It forces the station to now say that they are understaffed and they need to have more clerks in there so that the mail is ready. So when the carriers are reporting for work, they are able to go and do their 8 hours. Oh, see, they tell them just to go out. We'll call you back for the parcels. Meanwhile, the clerks are still inside trying to catch up, trying to throw the trays together, or they, you know, like they just put it all together like an Iron Chef. You see me? Now, you out there burning gas, playing mail yo-yo, come out, come back again, go out, come back again. Nah. You don't remove a button from the scanner because you don't feel like using it. That's not how policy works. See, a supervisor, manager, or supervisor, they can sit there. I said a supervisor, manager, or supervisor, postmaster can tell you, no, we don't use that anymore. That's how manipulation works. That's how they keep blame off themselves and the clock looking clean. You understand what I'm saying? They say, oh, go out, come back. You burn 30 minutes in that time. Then at the end of the day, they're like, oh, well, we don't know why. We still need you for an 8-hour day. See, the truth is when the district pulled up, they wasn't feeling that loophole dance. They told the station straight up, keep the carriers inside, log the waiting time, let the system speak for itself. Ooh. Now, why? They don't want that, because when the carriers start punching that function, it tells a real story. The carriers are ready, but the parcels are not. The station's late, not the street. Overtime wasn't route failure, it was internal failure. See, that function pulls the curtain back. Ooh, see, this is why y'all watch JH, because I'll dissect some shit for you that people don't even look at. They don't want mirrors. They want illusion. See, management looks in the mirror instead of pointing fingers. It makes management look in the mirror instead of being able to point their finger. They want to run the station like a play. They set the stage. They cue the fake numbers. They hope nobody notices the crew in the back tripping over themselves. And yeah, this is going to piss some people off. But let it. Side note, I'm not here to babysit egos, because I see it now. There are a few people out here that try to talk like me, try to walk like me. Might be the next best thing, but not me. They structure their little videos like me. They drop some phrases like I've been saying for months, and that's cool. I love it. I see you. I see the reflection, but don't forget, who put the glass up? This ain't imitation. This is real life. This ain't scripted, because I interact with people on a consistent basis. This is what happens when you behind the clock. That's the walk-in. They hear the mail. The people in the background, the people arguing, the smell of dust in the plants, smell the mold in the wall. That's who I am. That's the truth. But go ahead and try to suppress that 733 all you want. But don't act brand new when your route's numbers don't add up. Don't get mad when you keep pushing carriers out before the product's even ready. You supervisor, you manager, you postmaster created that inefficiency. You need to own it. And for my people out there, the ones that are grinding, doing it the right way, use the waiting time. It's there for a reason. You can't get written up for it. Don't let them shape you into a fake product. You ain't lazy. You ain't milking the clock. You're logged in. You're waiting. You're ready, but they are not. I didn't understand it until I related it to the transportation part of it. What I do, truck driving. They like, oh, well, we want you guys to scan that you departed from the plant. Even though the mail is still out here, because they have times as well. The mail is out here. You didn't have enough time to load it. But we want you to scan everything, beep, 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 then depart. But you're still loading your truck. No, I am not departing this plant until my truck is loaded, my straps are tight and safe, my door is closed, and my lock is on my truck, and I push depart when I get into the truck. And then my seatbelt on and I'm ready to leave. Falsifying numbers. And they want it so that the plant will push it on the transportation department and say, oh, your driver was leaving late. Well, no, you want me to leave at this time, I'm leaving. But all that mail is sitting there. Well, why wasn't the mail out here on time? So because maybe the machine broke down, maybe a couple of mail handlers didn't show up. All these different things tie into each other. It's like, oh, well, if you're not doing this, you're always you're late. See, the time game, the playing game, the playing with the numbers game, it makes the plant look good. Oh, we were all departed on time. Great. They get their bonuses. We have 100% on time today. We got 98% on time today. But that's because they falsified the numbers. I hope I'm making sense. I might seem like I'm everywhere. But this is how the game goes. And if that's what's messing up their numbers, then maybe they should get better systems. Maybe they should stop hiding behind this is how we've always done it. Because how you've always done it is why everything is falling apart right now. And no, please, don't think I'm talking to the carriers in a negative manner. I'm not talking to the workers in a negative manner. This time, it's more so on how the system was built. And when the district stepped in and said, wait, no, this is not how it's done. We need real numbers, not fabricated numbers. I'm hearing stories of how when they do these walkthroughs or these drive-bys with the routes or whatever it is, the plants always have less mail. Y'all get walked on a route, there's no mail that week. It's like they plan to have things set up so that when people are actually observing and writing data down, that your data doesn't match. We've been telling you that shit, Jay. You just didn't listen. Listen, I listen to everything. But there's certain things that we need to select and distribute that information correctly. And 733 is something that when I mentioned to one of my peoples, he said, yeah, I've always used it. And because they know I know my shit. But not everybody knows that. And if you don't know that, for the carriers out there, please talk to your shop stewards, talk to your union reps, find out why it's not being used. Some of you guys are very efficient, and now you done did all your work and you're just waiting for the parcels. They don't want to see you waiting there. They don't want to see that body sitting in the seat or just standing by your case. They're like, all right, well, you know what? Go out, get some of that stuff delivered, and then come back. Well, the labor aspect. You drove, you're working, yes, but now you're a half hour out. So now you got to drive a half hour back. You're doubling back. That's fuel. That's your manpower hours. You came back, you got to get all your parcels or whatever, and then you're doubling back. You might have parcels for the places you've already delivered the mail. That's why a lot of people end up being late and going over. But then management will turn around and say, nah, you were late. I need you back in 8 hours. Oh, you went overtime. I didn't authorize overtime today. Y'all hearing me today? Sound like I know what I'm talking about? GPT can't write this, baby. Shots fired. Listen, I didn't ask to be the voice. Y'all made me one. Now, go push the button, that function 733. Say its name proudly before they pretend it never existed. You have to. If you're gonna talk USPS, talk it real. Don't be out here remixing somebody else's struggle. We don't need another influencer. We need people that lived it, talked it, that want to share their experiences. Because, again, I'm not here begging for people to like me. I'm sharing information. And let's be clear, when I mess up, I get right back on here and say, hey, I messed up. I've told people in the comments, look, I misspoke. I misunderstood. That's the human side of me. I'm real. I want y'all to put your stories below. You know why? Because your stories help other people identify. Y'all are interacting with each other. Y'all are. Not me. I mean, I do here and there. I get so many people write me behind the scenes. But I can't really explain in detail everything when it comes down to these functions and why one thing triggers another thing, it triggers another thing. But this whole place, like I said before, is a puzzle. And if you see me squinching, it's this damn light up there. There's two of them things. They're really in my eyes. What lie was I telling? Okay. If y'all are out there doing your thing, see, I have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. It's not scripted. See, there's a lot of ums here. Anyway, make sure that y'all try to come together and try to be uniform. And Reading, your guy, I don't think he listened to the end of this because this doesn't apply to him. He left a comment in one of my videos, and I'm about to address that comment. Some of you guys leave some really detailed comments, and that's how I draw up my information for my next video. Not something that I just looked up. I've been meaning to do a video on this new machine that popped up, and I ain't even get around to that yet. But we're going to get into it. I hope this information was good for somebody. Maybe. Or maybe all of you knew about it and they're like, Jay, duh, that's old news, dummy. Maybe I'm just last to know about it. If I am, say that. You just late, dummy. You can drop that in the comments. If you made it to the end of this video, you can write in the comment section. You just late, dummy. I'm gonna be all right with it. At least I know you made it to the end of the video, all right? This is JH. Ain't nobody ever gonna be like this. You see me? And I'm out.
All I hear is talking, I don't sweat that. If they don't trust me either, I respect that. If she be down the